Beth with 50 Plus Beauty. Welcome to Faves Under 5. Oh my, I didn't say it very well, but anyway, you get the general idea. These are very inexpensive things that are some of my favorite things, and I wanted to share them with you. The first thing is this e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator. Looks like this, and it's less than $5 at Target is where I got this, I think. And the cool thing is that this exfoliates your lips. And you know, for the longest time, I didn't really know how to use this properly. I bought it and I thought, man, this thing is all dried out, you know, because it's kind of like got a sugar scrub thing here. And as you can see, I've started to use it. So it's like this little sugar granules kind of come up. But for the longest time, I thought, well, this is dry. It feels harsh on my lips. And I did not know the proper way to use this. Well, the proper way to use this is wonderful. And over the weekend, this past weekend, I've been derma rolling my lips, which is wonderful, but you do get kind of peelies all of your lips. And so, you know, I've never had chapped lips in my life until I started derma rolling. And so basically what I did was I took off my lipstick, got, you know, dried up my lips, and then you take this and you kind of do a fourth of your lip at a time, maybe for 5 or 10 swipes, and then you do this one, this one, this one, and I went around for good measure because I always do things a little more probably than they say. But basically it totally cleaned my lips off of all those peelies. I followed up with a little EOS blueberry chapstick in the little, you know, round egg, and it was absolutely wonderful. I love this product. I will never be without this now that I figured out how to use it. The second product that I really love is also another e.l.f. product. They have lots of great stuff under 5, but this is their what are they called? They're blotting papers. And the cool thing is, and again, this product took me a little while to figure out. It had little directions, maybe a sentence or two, as e.l.f. does for you. It comes like this, and it has this little puffy looking thing, and it comes like this, the little puffy looking thing. And basically, it doesn't tell you much about how to do it, but it comes like this, but it has a piece of cardboard over this. And so I really was not sure how to use this for a while, so it kind of sat beside my, you know, my mirror and everything for a while. But basically how you use it, and it is wonderful, I have finally figured out, is that you pull off the little cardboard piece, the little adhesive piece, and then you take this and you put it like on one of the blotting papers, and then you pick it up like this. And basically what you do is you just go all over your face, and I deliberately kind of left my face a little greasy so that I could show this to you. And let's see how much I get, because I was rather shiny. You know, I was oily as a kid and oily as a teenager and all through my adult years, and now I'm almost 59 in a couple weeks and I'm still oily. But look at all the wonderful oil, you know, and makeup, but the oil that came off on there. And the neat thing I realized is, and I'll put up the old picture of myself and my makeup. For those of you who've seen, I've had it in a few videos before, but my makeup was getting really old and crusty looking, and in part it was heavy foundation, but then I realized that all through the day I was reaching for my little CoverGirl translucent powder, and I was, you know, anytime I'd get a little shine, I'd be buffing off that powder, and it was not doing me any favors because all that powder just makes us grown-up girls look a little too grown-up, if you know what I mean. But the neat thing about this is it kind of gives me, I think there was something neat about pulling out my little compact. You know, I was just used to it after 59 years of pulling that little CoverGirl compact out. You know, I don't smoke, but it's probably a little like someone who's opening that pack of cigarettes to take that drag or whatever, to take that cigarette. It was just kind of a little comfortable thing I did to grab that compact. But now I can do it with the e.l.f. compact and get that oil and that shine off my face, and yet, you know, I'm not making myself look older in the process, which is wonderful. Now, this is something else, which I know you're all familiar with, Maybelline Great Lash. It's been around forever, and I'm sure you use it like I do, which is on brows, which is a great thing. But one thing I really learned, which has really helped me about this product, especially because of something that I did, I wear hair extensions, and I had worn a hair extension that had, it was called Halo Hair, and it basically had a piece of dental floss that you put on top of your head, and then the hair came out, and it was absolutely beautiful on. But unfortunately, I wore it for about a year. All of that dental floss kind of cut off these hairs up here, so I'm still growing them out. So anyway, I end up getting a lot of little frizzy flyaway hairs. So here's how you use this, and you can use it, you don't have to wear hair extensions to use it, but you can use it on any type of flyaway hair. You just take your little wand, let me use a little mirror here, And anywhere you see like kind of areas that are sticking out or frizzy, you just kind of go over them with the Great Lash. And actually e.l.f. does make this product too. A lot of people do. I do kind of like the e.l.f. product because it's a very cute little wand, a double-edged wand, so it fits great in your makeup case, but I didn't want to give e.l.f. too much credit this time, even though they probably deserve it. But anyway, you just do this, and actually this is a makeup artist tip on movies. They do this a lot with their beautiful starlets in movies, is, you know, if they get a few little hairs out of place, they just do this. So anyway, I really, really like that tip. That's a useful one for me. Okay, the next thing we're going into is tooth whitener, which I'm sure you guys have all used tooth whiteners. We all have our favorites, but this one is especially interesting to me because I found it when I was at Dollar Tree the other day because I was getting makeup because I'm going to be doing a video on great spring makeup from Dollar Tree, and it is amazing. You can do some pretty nice makeup looks from Dollar Tree. In fact, please subscribe because I would love you to see that. But basically, I got this at Dollar Tree, and it was $1. I bought 2 of them actually because I knew I would probably be doing a test on it. And in fact, I did. This is what comes in the little dollar kit, which is the little 5-minute natural white. You get this, and you even get the little mouth guard for a whopping $1. And you know, when I bought it, I thought, well, I'll use it at the first of that video about the Dollar Tree products because probably it's like a 1 or 2 use product or something. But I was shocked when I realized that this would probably last you 2 or 3 weeks. And the directions on this are to use it twice a day for 5 minutes, and they say it will really make a huge difference. And of course, being me, I have to overdo it at first. And so the first time I think I left it in there 15 minutes. And I've used this product before in a much more expensive packaging. And so I'm used to the peroxide and whatever. But basically I started it on Saturday and it's Monday. And I'm gonna put up a picture. I did not get a great before picture because I'm sort of new at all this. And so I'm not, I need to learn about getting those good before pictures. But I do have a picture of my teeth before on Saturday, which I'll show you. And then my teeth now. And they really are starting to whiten up after only, basically 2 days. I think this is just a fabulous product. And plus, being a small size like this, it kind of gives us kind of a little, finite-ended project where we go, hey, let's see if we get our dollar's worth. It's really, really a fun little thing. Okay, another thing that is in my Fab Finds Under 5 is these little Twinkle eyebrow razors, which are really cool. And I had not actually heard of these. I'll show them to you a little closer, and I will have links in the bottom of the video, under the video, for all of these products. But basically, I have always shaved my face in the shower. I take my little, Bic razor or whatever. Usually I've got a pink one for girls or whatever, but I take that and I just kind of shave my face because I really don't like having all that fuzz all over my face. But I had noticed that it really wasn't doing that great a job. I'd be out and about and I'd look like in my, I'd look in my mirror of my car and I'd see like huge amounts of peach fuzz and some really long hairs sticking down, and I think, oh my land, I've become this, furry-faced old lady, and I didn't like it. So anyway, I got these in the mail a few days ago, and I actually used the little pink one first, and oh my goodness, I'm going to do a video about this product. My skin is like a baby's behind after using it. And if you're like me and using some retinols or some retin-a products, you're always going to have a little bit of peeling. But this razor not only takes care of the peach fuzz, it kind of gently exfoliates the top part of your skin. And so you're getting rid of some of those peelies when you use it. And it does not feel dangerous. I mean, I'm sure you have to be careful with it, but oh my, I think this is going to be one of my true faves. Okay, in fact, all of these are kind of my favorites, I have to admit. I would be sharing these with a girlfriend. This is another thing I found, which I really, really like. And for me, it is helping me, slowly but surely, it's helping me with one of the problems of doing my eye makeup as an older person. I realized, and I realized this a lot when I was learning about makeup on YouTube, is that I had a tendency to drag my eyeshadow down. Right now I've got very light makeup on today. I've just got a simple 2-color look, so it's not bad. But normally I was like dragging, I'd have this big thing out here of my 3 colors of eyeshadow. I mean, I never blended. Blending was something I totally learned on YouTube. But basically, I would just have this big, sometimes it'd even be, you know, quite a bit of like a dark spot over here or whatever, or over here. And so I realized I didn't want to go out of the line from the outside of your eye up to your eyebrow. And so I tried using tape. Some people said to use tape, and that just didn't work very well. But I was in Walmart a few weeks ago and I found these. They're called Shadow Shields, the original. Shadow Shields, the original. And basically, it's got directions on the back. And basically what you do, there's a little adhesive thing here and you take it off. You can either use it just as a shadow shield here, but that's not how I like to use it. I like to use it kind of up here between the eyebrow and the tip of the eye, and you stick it on. And so it does double duty. Basically, whenever you have really crumbly eyeshadows with a lot of fallout, you know, it's gonna fall down on the shield, which is really a good thing, so you don't get, you know, that mess down there. But also, when you're doing your little eyeshadow and even your wing, it's a good way to do a wing with your eyeliner, although I don't tend to do those because I'm not very good at those. But basically, you know, you put your eye makeup on here, you pull this off, blend it in a little bit, and you look fabulous. And they even show aids in perfecting lipstick application. I don't know, I think I can probably put my lipstick on okay. I think they're reaching a little bit, but this is really, really a nice little product. Here is something else, which you've probably seen these at Walmart. They're cheap little scruffy washcloths. And quite honestly, I usually buy them in white. And looking back, I should have bought this last batch in white. They're like $4, $5 for probably 10 of these things. And they are really, really scruffy. I mean, you're not gonna find these in the, you know, the fine linen area of Dillard's by any means. But what they are, what I use them for, and I've cut each one of these. This is basically what they are. And this was sort of my little invention. I don't know how I came up with this, but I realized that in my vanity area, you know, I stand there and do my makeup and I get crap all over my hands, makeup everywhere, you know, oils, whatever. And I was really tired of using so much Kleenex because, you know, I would take one Kleenex and wipe stuff on it for a couple days and it would look gross. So what I do now, and I've got a picture of it, is I have little, from the Dollar Tree, little stick-on hooks underneath my vanity area on that little cabinet door, the back of the cabinet door. And so I just, when I get a new package of these, I just, you know, do it like this and snip it across with a scissors. Probably shouldn't have gotten quite so big here. But then I just hang that down there and I open that cabinet door because that's, I pull out my blow dryer and some of my other things there. And so then I just use this to wipe my hands off all the time. And then when I'm done, I'll just use this to clean out my sink of water. Another thing I do is I carry my makeup around with me except for foundation. So I've got this huge makeup bag. In fact, here it is, this huge makeup bag. I think this was Estee Lauder for free. Got some kind of unusual makeup actually for a free gift, but this I still use. But basically every morning I realized I didn't like searching around in this thing. So what I do is I take one of these little wash rags and I dry out the sink real quick, you know, pull the stopper, and then I take this makeup bag and I dump out all of this stuff into my sink. And it's dry and everything, and it's easy to see and whatever. And then after I get my makeup done in the morning, I just put it back in my makeup bag and take it with me. But I really, really do like these. I wasn't going to tell you, I have one last thing, and I debated about telling you because it seems pretty self-explanatory, but it's these little scruffly gloves. And I used to have these in my sort of like spa area. It's actually a shoebox that has some things to do, you know, bubble baths and things like that, some scruffly things. But basically, I have finally realized that you have to make body care and skin care a habit. And one of the things I've done, and I'm going to be showing a video that's on my morning kind of shower beauty routine, because you know, if you make it automated and on autopilot and you do the same thing every day, you don't even have to think about it, but yet you end up 3 months later with much better skin and whatever. And so these are a part of my little shower routine, and these cost like less than $5, and I'll put a link to them. And basically these are still wet from the shower this morning, which is a little kind of gross, sorry about that. But anyway, that's how they look. And so I've gotten in the habit, and it took me maybe 3 days of getting myself used to this, but I like to use the Bath and Body Works, you know, the soft soaps. And I just think that it gives an aura in the shower of luxury and fun, and it just kind of gives yourself some pleasure. But with the soft soap, I also use these gloves. I put these gloves on, and basically I exfoliate my arms and my legs and my tummy. And now it's funny because, you know, the first few days I had to make myself remember to do this, but now I really look forward to it. And if I don't do it, I really miss it, because you start to feel kind of dirty if you're not exfoliating those molecules of skin, the dead skin. And this just helps you feel a little cleaner. So anyway, those are my fab faves, I would say for February, but it is March. But anyway, I'm just so glad you could be here. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, just do a good deed and do a thumbs up. But most importantly, subscribe, because I will be keeping you up to date on all kinds of things I'm learning to help myself look better and to help all of us make our second half the best half. Take care. See you next time.